Good day to you guys, my name is Jenya. This is the second video in our new house that we just moved into. This house of our dreams has so many areas that are disgusting that I need to clean them immediately before I even continue unpacking. There will be a lot going on today. I'll be jumping from master bedroom to master bathroom, then to the kitchen, and in those rooms I will be deep cleaning the disgusting shower, the toilet. I'd like to see what's going on inside the sinks as well. The kitchen oven is so disgusting, I truly feel sorry for it. So I'll deep clean that as well as just start organizing some stuff in the kitchen. I need to assign a home for all of my kitchen machines, my onions and potatoes and cleaning rags and towels, and just start living here already. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk into our master bedroom first. There's a lot of stuff to unpack which I haven't even started on yet, but right now my priorities are to start cleaning the emergency spots in this house, which in this room happens to be the ceiling fan. And since I prefer wiping the dust off the ceiling fans with a pillowcase, I decided right then and there that since we have a couple of pillowcases that we just don't seem to ever use, I'm just going to assign one or both of them to just specifically cleaning the ceiling fans. But anyway, I'd like to introduce myself to those who are new to my channel, and for those who are not new to my channel, let's hear it for the 100th time. My name is Jenya and I come from Russia. I moved to this wonderful country over 10 years ago and I married my American husband over 3 years ago. Ever since then, we had 2 little kids and a cat. I have a daughter who is 3, her name is Anya, and I have a son who is 1 and his name is Maxim. My cat's name is Katya and she is 3 years old. We spent our marriage living in our townhouse, which we loved very much, but soon after having kids we realized that we were simply starting to grow out of it. While it was still comfy and cozy, we were actually dreaming of having a little bit more space and especially a backyard. So we found this house with way more space outside, with a garden and a backyard, as well as some more space inside the house. While the house needs some renovations here and there, it is perfect for us. And ever since moving here just recently, this is my second video here in this new house, I have been cleaning non-stop. Right now, I just asked my husband to open up my bathroom sink to see what's going on inside because the sink was kind of running slow, so there's just a little bit of hair. It wasn't that bad, not as bad as I expected, but either way, for that kind of cleaning right now, I'm just going to start with Clorox and disinfectant wipes. I'm gonna spray Clorox on this metal stopper and let it sit for a couple of minutes while I attend to the shower and my husband's sink as well. I figured I would spray my cleaning products on sinks and showers and then let them sit for a couple of minutes and then come back and see if they worked, so it only made sense for me to just clean them all at the same time. For some reason, I was having trouble opening up my husband's sink, so I decided to just take one sink at a time on the inside and wash this one just on the outside today. So I'm gonna spray some scrubbing bubbles on this sink and let it sit for a couple of minutes as well. As you can see, to clean this bathroom, I have brought all of the cleaning products that I have unpacked so far. This shower is full of mold, but luckily I didn't have any trouble getting rid of that part with scrubbing bubbles. But at the same time, most of us do have showers at home, and most of us have the inside part of the shower, which I'm conveniently not showing on camera right now. And that is because it is also disgusting and needs to be cleaned, but there is nothing I can do about it right this second. I'm talking about the silicone part that gets water under it, and then the water gets moldy, and then, you know, there's nothing you can do but take the silicone off, I guess. And so for that kind of cleaning, I ordered a tool that hasn't come in yet, and once it does, and once I get to it, of course I will take a video of that and let you see. I just wanted to be right up front honest with you about that part of the shower and treat you like an intelligent human being that might also have a shower and have a problem with the mold getting underneath the silicone part and not quite be sure what to do about it. So once I clean that silicone part and everything under it, I'll be sure to be putting that into a video. But either way guys, I hope today's video will help you get productive, get a couple of things off your to-do list, and if you're just looking to relax your mind while watching a cleaning video, I hope you will get that mental recharge today as well. My husband's sink was running just fine, it wasn't slow or anything, and even if we didn't get to see the inside of it, I figured it wasn't as bad as mine on the inside. But we'll get to it another day. I'm only one person and I'm trying to clean as much as I can. Honestly, it's in my best interest, so as much as I would love to clean this whole house in one day and just put it as the title of my video, it's just not going to happen. I'm not that superwoman, but I'm going to take one spot of the house at a time and do my best to clean it best. The chances are you're sitting there thinking, why do you still not have the steam shot bristle cleaner or whatever steam shot cleaner there may be? This is the moment where I went on Amazon and ordered one, finally. So it's also gonna come in a few days, and I'm gonna clean the shower again until I get it absolutely spotless. Of course, I could have found some alternatives to the steam shot. I could have cleaned the corners of the shower with an ear swab stick and a toothbrush, and spray some water into the corners of the shower using full stream on a spray nozzle. But I decided with the amount of corners I'm going to be dealing with in this house in the near future, I better get that steam shot to make my life easier. Also wanted to show you this new cleaner that I found in one of our boxes. We didn't use it before, but I'm just gonna keep it in the shower so that we can spray it after each shower. It just helps keeping it clean overall, and it's plant-based, so I figured I would start using it, if not now, then when. I had to spray this thing with Clorox and then let it sit, and then scrubbing bubbles and let it sit some more, and now it's looking way better than it did. It's not perfect, but it's way better. Now I'm gonna make sure the sink is clean and dry all around, and there's no spills on the wooden part, because this sink is kind of weirdly or uniquely shaped, I wanna say, but I like it, it's okay. We're also going to have to set the faucet to soak in vinegar overnight, because as you can see it is quite disgusting, and then we're going to go to the toilet room. And you might notice a problem that we're dealing with in there currently, but I'll tell you about it in just a minute, and then we're gonna go into the kitchen. I'm going to replace this old toilet brush from previous owners with a new one. I've been doing that in all the bathrooms in the house. You might notice our problem in the bathroom anytime now. Okay, so you might notice some movement on the floor as I'm replacing the toilet brush, and those are little tiny ants, as you might think, but they're actually quite huge. I never had to deal with that problem before. I didn't know how serious it might be, but I noticed that they were particularly in the toilet room. So I did my research, and they tell you to start checking your pipes, and there must be a leak somewhere in the toilet or in the bathroom, and that's what they are attracted to. So we checked everything. There seemed to be no problem, nothing serious. So a simple ant trap got rid of them in literally, if not a day, then maybe 2. But before I even got the trap, I started spraying vinegar all over, because it said that they don't like the smell of it, and it seemed to get rid of them temporarily, but then I guess as soon as it evaporated, they would come back. So a simple ant trap worked wonders, and there was no problem anymore. Like I said, I'm just discovering all these new little problems in this house. There is nothing major, at least so far, and we still love this house. It's just, I guess, problems that people deal with on a daily basis. But we are about to wrap it up in this room and go to the kitchen, see what kind of surprises are waiting over there. To simply wipe the floors in the bathroom, I'm just going to spray all-purpose method cleaner that I had on hand and just give it a quick manual wipe, because I still have my mops packed somewhere. So every once in a while, all faucets need this kind of cleaning. I just wanted right now to have one sink available, so I'm doing mine, and then on another night I'll do my husband's. I'm just gonna soak it in vinegar in a Ziploc bag with a hair tie around it. We're gonna leave it like that overnight and then come back to it, take it off, and I'll show you how clean it gets. Now let's go to the kitchen. Since this new house seemed kind of clean on surfaces, I really wasn't expecting for the oven to be this dirty. I'm gonna go as hard on it today as I can, and also I don't have my scraper tool, so we're gonna have to do without it. First, I'm gonna wipe everything off that's wipeable, and then I'm gonna get my Easy Off oven cleaner. As you can see, the bottom part turns out to be not as bad, but the walls and the glass part were really kind of the problem here. Now I'm sure most of you know this trick, but in case you don't, because I didn't at some point and I learned it from all of you, I am putting the plastic wrap on top of the oven cleaner because it lets it work for longer without drying up. So it's best to leave it work for as many hours as you can, or better yet overnight, which is what I am going to do. And then we're going to come back and hopefully just be able to wipe off all the dirt off the oven, because I don't have my scraper on me, I haven't found it yet, and also check on that faucet in the bathroom. So I'm gonna close the oven and leave it alone and clean the bottom part of it. As I reach out to the sky, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. I just wanted to clean and shine the bottom part of the oven. I'm gonna use some Dawn Power Wash spray. I also wanted to tell you guys that I started posting on my Instagram. It's from Jenya with Love, just like this channel. So feel free to visit and join me over there if you like. And if you ever feel like you would like to send me a personal message or maybe ask me a question, feel free to do that too by sending me a message on Instagram. We had a gas stove in our previous house, so this glass stovetop is new to me and I'm pretty excited about cleaning it. I'm just gonna gently use this butter knife wrapped with a microfiber cloth to get as much dirt as I can from between the oven and the countertop on both sides. Also, for cleaning this kind of stovetop, I figured the best solution right now would be Mrs. Meyer's cream cleaner, which I ordered from Amazon. I haven't received it yet, but I can't wait to try it because I've heard nothing but good things about it. And I hope it will help with those light stains that I left on my stovetop. Okay, it is now the next day and it's time to open up that oven and see what we're dealing with. So it looks to me like it's mostly coming off, but there's still some dirt left. So I would scrape it if I had my scraper, or I would scrub it. But right now I decided I would just do a round number 2 with the oven cleaner just for another hour or two while I clean up and organize the kitchen a little bit. I haven't been out much since we moved, but I did get a chance to get that huge box on the left of white vinegar with 2 bottles in it. I figured I would need that in the near future for all the cleaning that I'm planning on doing. And of course, I also got a huge pack of baking soda to go with the vinegar. It's just so much cheaper to buy baking soda in bulk. I think eventually I'm going to decide to place all of the kids' utensils as well as their plates and cups in a separate drawer or a cabinet because they're now getting close enough to being able to get it themselves. I ended up leaving the oven for another night because I forgot about it, but we're going to now go and check on that faucet. It's been soaking in vinegar for 1 night. It's clean enough, so let's go back to the kitchen. It is now a new day and new messes. We're going to start with the oven. I'm just taking everything off to see what's coming off, what's not, and what my next steps are going to be. On the sides, everything is coming off beautifully, and on the bottom, we're gonna need to scrub a little bit, and I'm going to use my steel wool pads for it. I'm just going to wet the steel wool pad and then put it on the side until I have to use it. They are my new best friends, honestly. I don't even care which brand. Right now I'm using Great Value. And whenever I need some scrubbing to do, they do a great job. Every time I use this plastic wrap method with the oven cleaner, I'm still amazed every time just how easily it gets it off the oven. The dirt literally slides off the oven. And whatever areas are still left dirty, they can be easily finished off with a scraper, or I sometimes do a steel wool pad, just like today. I feel like this oven cleaning took up about a third of this video, and I still got to organize some stuff in the kitchen. I'm going to take this process step by step, not just the whole kitchen all in one day. I feel like I need to put some thought into it. Also, since this is a permanent kitchen for us right now, we don't mind investing into it over time and make the organization here look aesthetically pleasing. For example, buying good quality and nice looking organizers are on my long-term to-do list, but obviously we're not investing getting into all of that today or even in the next month or even two. So for right now, I'm going to organize this kitchen with DIY versions of those organizers. I'm going to take it step by step, involve some Dollar Tree organizers and containers with some creativity. I'm going to do my best and also enjoy myself using or reusing what I already have available. Switching to my bottom Lazy Susan, I think I'm going to place all of my machines over here. I think that's where they're supposed to go, right? I've never had a Lazy Susan, especially of that size. I only made my own tiny ones, but this thing is heaven. Having a 3- and a 1-year-old in the house, I'm gonna have to go careful about this and make sure that all the sharp parts go somewhere else and not in this cabinet. I'm also going to try and place the machines that I use the most on the top shelf of this Lazy Susan and the ones that I use least or less on the bottom shelf. We'll see how that fits, and you'll see my thought process as well. So it's parts like these that I'm going to take out and put somewhere high on the shelves. I have more machines to come as I unpack my boxes, and there's going to be a little change to this cabinet at the end of this video. Now I'm going to the other side of the kitchen, and in that cabinet I have all sort of stuff right now, but my plan is to place medicine there. And right next to it, to the left, the long cabinet, is the pantry. As you can see, I have some cleaning products in there, mostly for the kitchen. So my plan is to now store all of my cleaning products, or actually most of them, like restock and everything, in my laundry room, I'm thinking. Since we now have a cabinet there and some space, I think that's the best option for me. And then there are everyday cleaning products for different rooms that you don't want to run to the laundry room for every time you want to wipe something. A couple of everyday and mostly used products I'm thinking of placing in the room that they're supposed to belong in. Then the refills are going to be kept in the laundry room. I'm hoping that makes sense. If you have any ideas or suggestions, of course, leave me a comment. Any kind of advice would be appreciated, but I think that works. I want to be able to know that when I am in a different room, my kids are not gonna get into the cabinet with my cleaning products. So the thought of keeping them all or most of them in one spot and being able to lock that door is satisfying to me and gives me sanity. Now with the medicine cabinet, you might think that I was done with it. In fact, I will go back to it another day with containers and Lazy Susans and make sure that it's functional and not just stuffed in there, because if there is no system, it's not gonna stay organized for a long time. And now, as I'm done placing my medicine into that cabinet, I'm going to take care of this corner in here. I want to be able to reach my potatoes and onions easily, but still keep them a little bit away from each other so that the onions don't make the potatoes sprout faster. So we happen to have this white cage sort of organizer that is a part of a bigger organizer that is stored, I think, in the basement right now. Temporarily, I'm going to use this part of it to store my potatoes and onions, and I'm guessing some towels, kitchen towels, and rags. And later on, we'll probably hang some shelf over there on that wall and replace this organizer with a more permanent one. In my head, functionality is over beauty, and when they come together, that's a very, very nice thing. And again, I would absolutely love to hear your opinion and actually how you prefer to keep your cleaning products and store them and your way of doing it. I'll never stop learning from you guys, so feel free and welcome to leave me a comment and let me know, how do you keep and where do you store your cleaning products?
as cold-hearted as they come. You think I'm slowly, no, 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 cutting my ties with you, that I'm done. But I'm not done. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell.
There are obviously boxes to unpack all over the house and everywhere. The first room I was trying to unpack as soon as we moved was the kitchen, because that's where everything is going on normally. So whenever I have a minute, I just try to knock out a box here and there, and it makes me feel just so much better. But everything else in the house is still mostly packed, because I feel like I don't even want to put out stuff into dirty space. I want to clean it first, kind of. This is the pantry, not organized yet, just put out on the shelves so that I can somehow feed my family.
I used to think I had plenty of dreams and light in my life. Still my glass was half empty, but you came along and showed me how to love without limits, to have a good time. My glass was always half empty, but now you're in my life. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out, even after
The crock pot doesn't seem to be able to make it in here. I also need to think if I want to keep my chopper machine, the one that chops vegetables. Every time I use it, which is not that often, it does a wonderful job, but I don't use it that often. I don't know. It's a tough one. But I did declutter our kitchen and the machines before we moved, maybe a month or two prior. So all the machines that I have kept, I actually use, except for that chopper one. I don't know, do you chop your vegetables by hand or do you use a machine? It's a vegetable grater, I would say. It grates vegetables. My thing is, I absolutely cannot stand grating carrots. And that's the only thing. Everything else I can cut by hand, but grating carrots is just a headache to me. Or anything to do with grating anything. Just grating is the problem. And that machine does a wonderful job at grating.
limits, to have a good time. Now my life's an adventure, and you're the reason why. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out, even after all of these years. You still look at me with the same love. It's just us two, but
Just unpacked some spices, and now I'm going to fold my kitchen rags and towels real fast and place them into that, should we call it organizer now? But the main categories for my rags that I mostly need are my kitchen rags that are yellow, which are for anything to do with the kitchen. Then I have my floor spills, which is my white square ones. Then I have kitchen towels, and the rest is a kind of all-purpose cleaning, like dusting or any kind of other cleaning. And these gray ones next to those boxes, I should probably declutter because I don't see myself using them. I don't even know what they're for. My husband had them before me, so I should ask him if we are ever going to use them and what for.
don't mind. You could never wear me out, even after all of these years. You still look at me with the same love. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could
I can't believe I once thought that containers didn't matter that much, organizers didn't really matter, hooks and dividers and all of that was really a waste of time and money. Now I can't wait to get all of my containers out of the boxes, all of my hooks and all of the organizers back into the kitchen, and have all of my things placed where it makes sense and just feel comfortable in the kitchen. But anyway, this video has come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. We did so much today, or as much as we could, and there is always tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I hope to see you soon next week in my next video. Bye bye now.